Lights out! Now you want to get nuts? Come on! Let's get nuts.
Hello, everybody. How's it going? Hold on. Where? There we go. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to Film Junkee Live. It is Hump Day. Kind of made some humping sounds right there, didn't I? Well, now that it's awkward, hit that like thumbs up. That's right. Hit it hard. And then, of course, subscribe. Do all that. Do what this says right here. Hit that notification bell. Everything. You know what to do. You know exactly what to do. We're going to do a members-only stream right after this. Every Wednesday, we do a members-only stream. Sorry, throat is still a little bit. So, I did pour a drink today. I have a spritzer, but it's a tequila spritzer. That's right. Still have that Dwayne Johnson's tequila left over from Friday when I got it for Cinco de Mayo. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to add a little fizz to it and to try to soften the tequila taste. And doesn't do that much, but cheers. Ooh-wee. Yeah. Tasting what that rock is cooking. Jesus Christ. Tequila, just not my friend. I've had the worst hangovers when it comes to tequila, so good luck to me tomorrow. All right, what's going on? We got plushies DX right here. Snyder quotes are gold. Yes, we're going to be talking about that, of course. Dominique, I love Batman v Superman. That was my favorite movie. It is good. All right, here we go. We got Travis from Vegas. Dave, you should sell some sew on patches. Sorry, I was like, what? On patches on your channel. I've put it on my AFSP and Zack Snyder vest. Something to think about for sure. We got Mr. Nobody right here. Happy Hump Day. Happy Hump Day to Galactic Fearsome as well. So good to see you. Sorry, let me turn that up. Turn up the music. What's going on? I have no idea what the title means, but it certainly sounds interesting. Well, you must not have been on Twitter then. Today, Eric, well, good to see you. We got Miss Nighthawk. Good to see you, Steph. Always great to see you. Hold on. I gotta turn that off. Okay, continuing on. We got Mr. Fear Jason right here. Good to see you, buddy. We got Jose. What up, people? Hump Day. 50 years from now, people will still be arguing. I know, right? Jeez. It's constant. It's very much constant. So, and you, Jose, did you put Lane in timeout? My God. Is it because he said something about the Dodgers, which, you know what? I could put you in timeout for putting him in timeout. I'm thinking about doing that, so I'm just saying. I can't pull up any of his messages that he put right there, so good job, moderator. It's good. It's all right. John, 2023, and we're still talking about this? Yeah, and it got reignited today, of course, so yeah. Yeah, screw them Dodgers. You're going to put me in timeout now, too? Turn off the camera somehow. It's all good. Okay, let's see what else we got. Yeah, can't see what Lane's saying. Deus, what's going on? We got Dave. Did you see the vid of Affleck slamming the car on J-Lo? Yeah, that's gonna be part of the tweets. So we'll be talking about that as well. What's going on, Mr. Josh? BBS is epic. Zack Snyder basically said that on BBS Day 2, full haters are, yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about because for some reason, we're almost like, it's like a week and a half after that whole thing. And these articles started coming out talking about it, which is ridiculous. MSGT, what's happening? We got Miss Susie. How you doing? Tristan, good to see you. We got Stephanie. A stream on my birthday is a great way. Hey, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Miss Stephanie T with a PH. Happy birthday to you. Cheers. I still have I accidentally washed this my Batman glass, and I haven't scraped it off with the price tags still on it. And now it's like molded to it. It's like totally just singed to it. So that's why there's still a little thing right there. But anyways, happy birthday, Stephanie T. Good to see you. Thank you for always being in the chat, and hopefully you have a good birthday. Celebrate more this weekend. What's going on, Mr. Nicotina? We got Andre. We got Tatsua. I always say your name. I just say Tet. You know me. I say things wrong all the time. So we got Rhea here too. Good to see you. Let's see. Who else we got? Hey, Wonder Meg is here also. Let's see. I think you said something. There you go. What up? What's going on, Wonder Meg? So yeah, we got royalty. We got royalty in the chat right now, and she did just post. I think I saw on the timeline you just posted a video after not posting for a while. So go guys, check it out. Talking about Superman, I think Superman collection. So check it out. Getting back into the game. Dave, have you seen Batman vs. I don't know. Have I? Maybe. I don't know. I'm wearing the Fat Bat today, so I think this is casual Batman shirt, to be honest. Okay, who else we got? Lane said, looks like BS is driving the... Jeez. God, these moderators, I tell you, right? Shiraz, what's going on? Good to see ya. Oh, man, I hate how this thing jumps. So much. Sorry, like I said, still got a little bit of the cough happening right now, so... Yeah, I think it's just some of that SnyderCon cough that was happening. That's all. Anyways, guys, all right, well, there you go. Good to see everybody, always. So, like I said, make sure you subscribe. Hit that like, thumbs up. Become a member because, like I said, you guys can pick my brain after we're done here, naturally. So if you want to do that. But right now, we're going to go to the tweets, huh? Let's get to the tweets. Man, I miss my Stream Deck. I don't know why. That thing just went out on me. Yeah, so I'm still... I have to, like, scroll now, and I hate scrolling. Who likes to scroll, except for when you're lying in bed at night or in the morning, and you're just scrolling through on your phone, right? Okay. Let's go ahead and get to these tweets and see what's happening over here in the Twitter sphere, huh? All right, here we go. Boop. All right, here we go. Make that, minimize that. All right, here we go. All right, and I can see you guys now. Okay, this is pretty cool. A variant of Thanos that says, the only thing snapping around here is this drip. That's right. Look at that. We got Chad. We got Thad Chanos, or Chad Thanos, I should say, not Thad. Chad, or we could do a Thad Chanos. Thad Chanos. Look at that. Dyslexia. No, Chad Thanos right there. I thought that was pretty cool. It's cool little art. Looking sharp. Looking sharp. And speaking of Josh, he posted a video right here, you know, with Zach right here, and it was funny because I was creeping in the background of this video, so I was like, oh yeah, who's that guy? So yeah, when Zach was like doing that, I was just sitting there getting, I guess you could say, warmed up for the commentary, but yeah, there's Josh's video right here.
Oh yeah?
I'm just lurking in the background, just being a creeper.
If you guys put that up, I know you don't want to.
My friend was in the Ready?
Oh, that's cool. Did we get a good one?
Oh,
good stuff.
One more. I have me too.
There you go. Flex it. So, but yeah, there I was, just lurking in the background right there. Boom. But then, of course, there was more of that too. Good video right there, Josh. Short King, yeah, well, so is Zach, Officer Martinez, if Crypto was at the Capitol, he would have helped Superman find the bomb. And I thought that was kind of funny because, dogs, they sniff out bombs. I mean, I guess Crypto would have sniffed out the bomb in the chair if he was there. I don't know. I guess so, right? Because even though, Superman can't see through lead, but I'm assuming that Crypto could smell through the lead, right? I guess we could assume that he could smell through the lead, so maybe he would have helped. Can you imagine that? You know what? I mean, to be honest, I know some people are just like, what the hell is going to happen? I mean, all I'm saying is you put a dog in a movie. I mean, let's just remember. I know there's like a discourse when it comes to James Gunn and him putting Crypto in his Superman movie, or at least bringing him into like a live action setting, even though it's been done in Titans, which I forget about because I try to forget about that show. Just the fact of the matter is you put a dog in there. I mean, like, what started John Wick? What gave us 4 John Wick movies? He got his dog killed. Okay? He got his dog killed. A man and his dog, a Superman and his super dog. I'm just saying there could be something there. I'm just saying. You put a dog in there and I just, Oh, yeah, and then we got good old Gramps Biden right here saying what an attractive group of kids. Yes, he did say that right there.
And all the young people here, all of you, what an attractive group of kids.
Okay, so good choice of words there, Biden. But it was just like, yeah, very poor choice of words right there. Oi, yeah, it was a little interesting. Maybe, I know. Sometimes he's just being pulled up on strings, he's just like, hey, everybody, come on, man, what's going on, old man Biden. But, yeah, and I know some people, it was just kind of interesting, and I get it, because there's people that are like, hey, he didn't mean it like that, he said, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but if it was the other guy that said it, you'd be all over it, okay? Let's not do that whole thing. If Biden said it, if Trump said it, if anybody, whoever said that, I would still be like, poor choice of words. I don't care who said it. It was a poor choice of words. And speaking of Joker, Heath Ledger Joker, if you're Jason, put my face on those behind the scenes right there. So, anyways, all right. Then we got a shot right here. I always love seeing these behind the scenes shots right here of the director doing the whole, the framing hands. Forget sparkly fingers. I love the framing hands. The framing hands is what I like to see right there. But of course, we got Christopher Nolan directing Cillian Murphy in Oppenheimer, so that's gonna be great, of course. We got nipples. That's right. We got Phil Cho right here. He keeps on, of course, drawing up these drawings that are, the same poses, but the different costumes. And we got Val Kilmer's Panther suit. That's right. We call it the Panther suit. And you know what? To be honest, I don't give a shit. Batman Forever is the ultimate. It's a guilty pleasure, but I'm not even guilty about it. I just like watching it. Okay. It's Val Kilmer, Jim Carrey. Yes, Tommy Lee Jones was doing something weird, but hey, whatever. But I thought the bat suit in Batman Forever is pretty damn awesome. I don't care. Nipples and all. And then I got Mr. Dustin Massey right here. Look at this. If it was the 90s, if the 90s had a Justice League. That's right. Tim can't save the world without Johnny. Yeah, and this is like an homage, I guess, to the love that Tim Burton and Johnny Depp have. I guess he put Johnny Depp as Aquaman, and then Sam Jackson as Cyborg, and of course we got Mr. Ship, that is obviously the '90s Flash, and then of course we got Gina Davis as Wonder Woman. I think that would actually be a good casting for '90s. Yeah, she's a tall lady. She was strong. She was badass in the 90s. Yeah, so I like the Gina Davis. Wonder Woman right there. So that's pretty cool. The Jonathan Majors thing happened yesterday. Nothing much. There's going to be another court date that's going to be happening in June. So there hasn't been any kind of announcement yet, but it is interesting because a lot of people are wondering what's going to be happening with him when it comes to future roles, specifically his Marvel role as Kang. And I know there's a rumor out there, but again, who knows? Somebody could just be making it up, and it's easy to even guess that they are obviously considering recasting Kang. And luckily enough, they can actually just kind of work with it and be like, yeah, the variant changed or whatever the hell. But yeah, so... so that we're not going to find out much more until, I guess you could say next month when it comes to Mr. Majors. That's right. Keep promoting that hashtag, ZSJL and IMAX, or release the Snyder Cut in IMAX. You can use both. I think I'm going with the shorter one, at least right now. So we got a picture right here of Bruce Campbell, and I'm guessing Sam Raimi. Yes, Sam Raimi, of course, sitting right there. That's pretty cool for the Army of Darkness, I should say, behind the scenes. And then we got the Muschiettis, the Flash in basically, well, if you translate it right here, Andy Muschietti visits the country with Barbara Muschietti, producer of the film. We can't take, apparently we're going to be able to see, there's going to be some early screenings that are going to be happening too. I'm jealous, but they're speaking Spanish, obviously. So, and then of course he plays a trumpet, which is cool. So good on those guys. And then speaking of more 90s world's finest right here. That's right. We got Nick Cage Superman. How dare you, Jose? How dare you? Let's start that hashtag. Sell Dave to Netflix. Well, you can. It'd be a lot cheaper than the Snyderverse and a lot more, realistic. You could sell me to Netflix if, Netflix would have me. I would definitely see like, yeah, why not? But I thought this was cool right here. World's Finest. This is also from Dustin Macy. Macy. I'm probably saying his name wrong, but yeah, he put the World's Finest with Michael Keaton and Nicolas Cage. That's right. You guys remember I was Superman at one point. Ooh. Yes. Boop. All right. I was just looking at the chat. Sorry. There's a shot of Pattinson, Bruce Wayne right there. And then look at this. Like I said, I'm a fan of Dustin right here. Look at this, like, badass Batman, Batfleck homage poster right here. You know, look at that. I mean, that just looks cool. Look at that beast. Man, he made him very beast-like. Dude's huge right there. Absolutely huge. So good work by him. Of course, we'll talk about that. 2007, downtown Chicago. We got Nolan and, of course, Ledger right there with the opening Dark Knight sequence. And then speaking of Dark Knight, look at this. Yeah, look at that bat bike with the little sidecar for Robin. You know you want to ride that thing. And then, of course, we got Francis Manupul, if I'm saying his name right. I mean, you know, it's kind of funny because Mr. Scott McClellan and I, we just talked about Batman and Mr. Freeze, Sub-Zero on Batman the Fanimated stream last Sunday, talking about that movie, and we both appreciated that movie and that story. So here's some pretty cool art that shows Batman and Freeze. Looks pretty damn cool. So apparently Chris Pratt was just having fun like the whole time when it came to the press junkets of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. When it came to him, like he was there with James Gunn pretty much the whole time, and he was just like basically just he kept on bringing up. I mean, obviously he brought up the whole crypto thing, which is how we got, I guess you could say, confirmation that crypto is going to be in Superman Legacy, or at least in the new DCU. But we could thank Chris Pratt for all these little gags, because even right here, he just wanted to basically talk about Batman.
Chris, have you made your plea for your DC character yet?
Catwoman is not going to happen as much as he bugs me about it. It's going to happen.
Catwoman.
It's not going to happen. I have a leather mask.
Keep pushing. Come on. You're Batman, aren't you? You're Batman.
Yeah. Yep, that's right. That's just what America wants, and the rest of the world is for me to play Batman. It's fine. It's time finally to bring an actor with some gravity to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
You'd be a good Batman. That's not a bad thing.
He's got the chin for it.
Here. I'm Batman. Yeah. Hold on, let me do the voice that I would do. I'd go opposite. I'd go, I'm Batman. Well, maybe I do. Play against the type. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. I'm doing a voice so they won't know who it is. You'll never recognize me. Batman. Yeah, I cheer. You'll never think I'm Bruce Wayne. No. Not with this voice.
So he's just having fun. Good times. I mean, obviously Chris Pratt, I know a lot of people want him from Booster Gold, which he might be. You never know, but it is kind of interesting, like, because we know that there's going to be some Guardians of the Galaxy cast members are going to be coming over and being in the DCU, and you never know what Chris Pratt's going to be. I think he would be a good Booster Gold, but we'll see what happens with that. Here's a cool GIF, of course, from Zack Snyder's Justice League that should be appreciated on the big IMAX screen. Oh, MTV News is now gone away, guys. Oh boy, no more MTV News. If I could find the where's it at? I don't even know. I can't find it. Damn it. Oh well, I try to find it. Where is it? Nope. All right, here we go. All right, MTV News is shutting down. Finally, Paramount has decided to shut it down. And God, I thought MTV News like ended in the early 2000s, like MTV when they stopped playing music, reality shows. But yeah, apparently that's what's happening. So yeah, more layoffs are happening all over the place. No more MTV News. I can still hear the MTV News. And Kurt Loder would come on, or Tabitha Lasor, whatever the hell her name was. I always remember those MTV News moments. I still remember the one where it came up. I was watching MTV, and being a Metallica fan, I remember there was an MTV News clip that came up where they talked about Jason Newsted, the bassist at the time, quitting Metallica, and then James Hetfield going into rehab. It was crazy. It was a lot. for being a Metallica fan. That was like the early 2000s. I remember hearing that. I was like, oh shit. So, yeah, you know what's going to happen? You already know what's going to happen, right? MTV is eventually going to have to go back to the whole big time music thing. They're going to start like reverting back. Paramount's just going to be like, hey, we got to get back to actual music television, not just a bunch of stupid goddamn... I mean, they got Rob Dyrdek. How often? You just change it to MTV, I guarantee you fucking Ridiculousness is playing right there. That's all they fucking play on MTV now is Ridiculousness. That's all they do. And I mean the show Ridiculousness, not just Ridiculousness. Yeah. Don't you hate it when you, forget which multiverse you're from? What? We got our new shot of Barry right here. Not sure why he's not wearing his gloves, but that's interesting. And of course, he's seen some shit. He's in the Speed Force. Something's happening. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. But yes, this is from a new TV spot that showed up on the NBA playoffs yesterday, which is right here. That's right. We got some more footage, a little bit more footage. Not too much, but hey, at least they're marketing it with the NBA playoffs. Right? At least they're doing that. And there's the shot right there. It's a little clear. Whoop, right there. There's the shot right there. Whoop, whoop. 2 berries. What? So yeah, some more shots happening right there in that TV spot. So at least they're marketing that. So, and I don't care what anybody says. Going back to Batman Forever, this is the best Robin live action suit. I almost said Robin bat suit. But yeah, this is the best Robin live action suit from Batman Forever. Yes, they changed it big time. They made the Batman and Robin suit like the Nightwing suit. But I think this is the best live action, nipples and all. I don't care about the nips, man. I don't care about the nips. But I thought the Chris O'Donnell Batman Forever Robin live action suit was the best. The best. And then guess what? Twitter is working on introducing voice and video calls as confirmed by Elon Musk. So imagine this, guys. Imagine this. So you're having like one of those Twitter squabbles. You're going back and forth. You're quote tweeting because you want your followers to feel like you're a badass. When you argue through quote tweeting, I always love that because anytime I see an argument through quote tweeting, I always have to go layer by layer by layer to see where the whole thing freaking started. But yeah, you're doing that, and then imagine one of the guys ends up calling you. Yeah, there's no way that people are going to pick up that freaking video call, right? Can you imagine that? You know what would be cool, though? You know what would be awesome? If, during one of these Twitter squabbles, when you see that, is if it could be broadcasted live on Twitter, like an actual video call. The video call would be streamed live on Twitter. So when hey, let's settle this through video call, and they just go live and boom. That's what I'd want to see right there. But that's not going to be happening. That people aren't going to do that. And this is pretty good right here. I love this. I love that. Everybody uses that Joe Rogan reaction right there. It's so cool. Perfect. That's the way the movie theater was that day. Absolutely. And then, hey guys, we're going to be talking about Little Mermaid. You guys see this clip?
Fly with fire.
Okay, listen to me. The human world is a mess. Life under the sea is better than anything they got going on up there. The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake.
The fuck is this? I don't even know. Stop it. Ugh. I didn't even like that song as a... Yeesh. There you go, guys. Are we excited for Little Mermaid? I think... No? Yeah, I don't know, man. Again, some things should just remain cartoons. I don't know. That's just me right there. I'm like, I said that about Lion King, even though that made $1 billion. I didn't think Lion King translated well into, live action. But when I watched this clip, I was like, it just felt low energy from what I remember from the actual cartoon. But again, I'm not the audience for this. Now, if this, when does this movie come out? I don't even know. That's how not hyped I am for it. But probably, unless there's something else that I'd rather see, which is probably a lot of things coming out that week, I am probably going to go see this. Yes, that's right, because I do it for you. I do it for, me pulling away. And I mean, maybe I'll be shocked by it. I was shocked by Aladdin. I thought Aladdin was going to be worse than it actually was. I actually enjoyed somewhat. I didn't enjoy all of it. And it's not like I don't think I've even rewatched it, but I was actually like, okay, Aladdin was better than I thought it was going to be, because I thought that was going to be a shit sandwich. Something might happen when it comes to Little Mermaid. Who knows? But, yeah. Yes, I hate watch it for you. Now, I'm not I don't hate watch movies. I love movies. I just go in with low expectations. I want movies to impress. I want to be impressed by whatever vision the director is trying to show me. I never hate watch. I don't hate watch. Never do that. And then we got some new images of the Flash right here. We got Supergirl. Look at that. Costume looks great. Remember how everybody was hating on the costume? And, because they were looking at the behind the scenes? I think the costume looks absolutely fantastic. And, of course, this is young Barry right here. And then we got a close-up right here of the makeshift young Barry Flash costume, which, of course, is just using an old costume from Batman Returns and spray painting it red, and, of course, putting the Thunderbolt right on it. So that looks pretty damn cool right there. I love that. And then podcast, Michael Rosenbaum. So we still got this coming out, which, yes. Very much looking forward to it, because it's going to be another Batman the Animated Series. Batman Caped Crusader on Inside of You with, is that what it's called? It's translating. So Michael Rosenbaum's podcast. Michael Rosenbaum revealed that he auditioned to voice Batman in the animated series Batman Caped Crusader. He says he did well as Batman, but he doesn't think they liked his Bruce Wayne, and he didn't get the part. I wonder who got the part. Did they announce that already? They haven't announced that, right? I don't think so. Hey, look at this. Exclusive! Netflix conspiracy thriller, They Clone Tyrone, is like if the Truman Show drank a bottle of vodka, said the director, Jewel Taylor. Cheers. I wish I had vodka in here. That's all you had to tell me. Sounds awesome. It's got Jamie Foxx. It's got Boyega. And I forget what her name is. That's, what's her name? One of the, I can't remember her name at the moment right now. Apologize. But, Truman Show, if it drank a bottle of vodka. So cheers to that. And look at these costumes. They look crazy. We got a sign right here, watching out for one another. And it's got the eye, the all-seeing eye. I'm very intrigued by this movie. I'm looking forward to this. Sounds awesome. Sounds great. And you know what also looks great and sounds great? Is Secret Wars, or Secret Invasion, not Secret Wars. Secret Wars is coming out later, but Secret Invasion, baby. They just released this behind-the-scenes featurette of the cast talking about it, some behind-the-scenes shot, but I'm very much looking forward to Secret Invasion right here. I think it's gonna be something different. They're kind of changing it up. It's gonna be very spy, espionage. Obviously it's not going to be, after watching She-Hulk, it's something we need. No, but I think this is going to be something pretty great, because obviously we got Sam Jackson leading this series right here as Nick Fury, and it's going to be, just spy. Looking forward to it. So that's a good featurette right there. Look at that costume. In HD. She looks good. She looks good. Also, the new Ninja Turtles movie is going to slap, guys. Look at this. I don't know. I laughed. Probably a little too hard at this video right here. I laughed way too hard. Just a turtle slapping another turtle. Intense. More action than Secret of the Ooze. And then we got this meme right here. That's hilarious. Come on. Give me back the suit. That's funny. That's just funny right there. Darren Murphy, Mr. Murphy, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey, I was wondering if you ever saw my DC. Oh, you know what? Send it through DMs. You said you sent it on the mentions and I didn't see it. But please, or I could just look for it. I could just type in Emporium Studio, or put it in my in response to this show, the show on Twitter. So you can do it like that. Well, check it out. Anyways, yeah, that was a pretty fun little meme right there. And then we got Entertainment Weekly showing us something from Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. Of course, we got Miss Ferguson, Rebecca Ferguson, and Tom Cruise right there. Gonna be interesting. Do it, come on, do it. That's right. There's gonna be a series about me on Netflix. Let's go. I'm gonna show it Arnold. That's right. We got a new. I think it's a docu-series, right? Yep, docu-series about Arnold Schwarzenegger that's gonna be coming up, talking about his life. I mean, come on, the guy did so much. I mean, you could watch Pumping Iron when it's a good movie to watch. When he talks about it, weightlifting, it's like, I'm not even gonna say what he says, but you can watch that. But anyways, I'm looking forward. It's a 3-part documentary series that chronicles Arnold Schwarzenegger's journey from rural Australia to one of Hollywood's most popular movie stars ever. I think he was the popular movie star ever. I'm just saying. Can't wait for that. Such a legend. Legend, jeez. All right, Al Roker apparently has seen the Flash movie. That's right. Al Roker. You guys know who I'm talking about. Al Roker, weatherman. Al Roker, been a weatherman for years. I know he's, I don't think he's really doing it anymore because he's got some health issues, but you can see the guy right there. But apparently, according to Al Roker, he said, not going to say anything to spoil anything other than The Flash is so good. Got to see it this afternoon with some friends at the Today Show, and we all loved it. What? Even Al Roker loved The Flash, so cheers to that. I did not think we were going to get an early reaction to the Flash movie when it came to coming from Al Roker. That's pretty cool. So there you go, Al Roker. Oh, and this is hilarious right here. This is absolutely hilarious. So this is Mr. Will Poulter, of course, who played Adam Warlock in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So he explains right here how he got approached by somebody who mistook him for Sid Phillips from Toy Story. This is absolutely freaking hilarious right here.
What has been your weirdest fan interaction so far? I was using the bathroom. Always the bathroom, see? Every single time we ask this, it's always the bathroom. Using the bathroom. I was at a urinal. Always. And a gentleman asked me to list some of the things I'd been in.
And you can't do that. You gotta know if you're gonna do the bathroom approach.
Yeah. And also, I can't answer that without sounding like a real bleep. I don't know if you can swear on this platform. Without sounding like an asshole. So I didn't list any of the things I've been in. I didn't want to turn into Troy McClure and be like, you might remember me from such thing. I didn't want to do that, at least in the bathroom. So I said, I don't know, man, I'm an actor. I've done a few things. I'm sorry, I don't know what you've watched. And then he went, I know what it is. Toy Story. No way. No. And I was like, how do I explain that character's animated, that it came out in 1996?
What has been? That's hilarious. I mean, let's face it, though. He does look like an older version of Sid. There's Sid right there. It does look, I mean, there's a resemblance there. I mean, the guy was an idiot, obviously, but there's a resemblance there. Maybe he was fucking with him. I don't know. But that's hilarious. Because I definitely see the resemblance. It's freaking funny. But it's always in the bathroom, right? Always in the bathroom. All right. And then James Gunn actually ended up tweeting this right here. But, I mean, regardless of how you feel about James Gunn, I know there's people out there. There are people that just have serious hate boners, and they're acting like how people act towards Zack Snyder, which is funny. It's just that it's almost like it's kind of like a full circle when it comes to, hey, wow, you just circled back around and now you're the guy that hates whatever. But he said this right here during the junk, and I thought it was pretty good, talking about his love of filmmaking.
When people go to see a movie, I hope that when they go to see a movie, they walk in, they enjoy it, of course, and then when they walk out of the theater, they love the person next to them a little more than what they felt about them when they walked in. That when they walk out of the theater, maybe they feel a little bit more hopeful about what this world can be than when they walked in. This is a story about compassion. It's about the power of compassion, the power of empathy, and hopefully a little bit of that will soak up, just a little bit, in people, and then we'll have been, done what we needed to do.
There you go.
When people.
So there you go. That's what he's talking about when it comes to, talking about Guardians, of course, and then, of course, just talking about movie making in general. Good words. I like those words, Like I said, I'm not like, I don't love him. I don't hate him. I'm just kind of going like, all right, I like him. It's fine. I'm curious to see what he does with Superman. I'm worried, of course, but, I think... there's of course there's a list of directors that I'd rather see doing it, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what? I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I am definitely doing that. So, at least he's saying that. So, all right. No. Oh, there's many. That's the thing is like when it comes to Jose, when it comes to like, there's people that are worse. There is a person who has shown up in the chat who cannot, anytime that there's mention of James Gunn, he cannot help himself. And he's gone even far enough because I ended up muting him on Twitter. He went even as far enough as like responding to, I think I posted a video yesterday or today on Instagram. Can't help himself. I mean, the hate boners are so strong. They are just like throbbing when it comes to Gunn with certain people. And I'm just like, man, this just reminds me of 2016 when we were defending this man right here from all that. It's just like, it just reminds me of that level of just hate, just like the bias towards Zack, but like I said, there are worse people. There are worse people right there. But yes, obviously, we talked about that, how, these hashtags have been trending, which is great. So I posted that, talking about that. So hopefully you guys caught that. We talked about that on Monday's show. So like I said, keep that going. Maybe something can happen when it comes to all this. Hey, look at this. Matt Reeves out there during the writer's strike, wearing that hat, rocking that hat. That's right. Rocking it. Good for you, Matt. Good for you. Look at this face-off poster. I love it. Look at that. That's pretty sweet. Watched that over the weekend. Love that movie. And then we got this Supergirl. I don't know. I'm guessing it's fan-made. It's not official, of course, but it looks pretty badass. I really like that. Then we got this video right here. Praise the cameraman. It's pretty cool to see that stuff, of course. See how some of this stuff, how people pull off some of these one-shots, which is pretty cool. Dolph Lundgren, what the hell, man? Reveals 8-year cancer battle that left him thinking, I've had a great life. Yeah, that's right. So, man, sending good vibes to Dolph Lundgren, man. He's been fighting cancer for the last 8 years. And, hopefully, he gets clear of it. But 8 years, I mean, that's got to be such a struggle. I'm assuming there's a lot of medications and some chemotherapy probably kicking his ass a little bit. But he's a strong dude. We all know that. So cheers to Dolph. Cheers to Dolph. That's my He-Man. That's right. Masters of the Universe. And then, Jesus Christ, put out some good vibes for Jamie Foxx. My God. We're going to end up losing Jamie Foxx, aren't we? What the fuck? You can't... what? I don't think anybody even considered that anytime soon. But yeah, Jamie Foxx's loved ones are reportedly holding out hope he will make a full recovery, but are preparing for the worst as his health continues to decline. Jesus. What the fuck, man? Jamie Foxx. Who would have thought? Jamie Foxx. I'm just like, anytime that I see him trending, I'm fearing the worst. If I see his name in the trend list, which it is there right now, but I know nothing's happened, but I just fear that I'm going to, that, oh my God. But then again, I already know my timeline's going to blow up if he ends up passing away, man. But this one will sting a little, man. I've been following Jamie Foxx since fucking In Living Color. Talent, like, just talk about just a massive fucking talent. Not only is he hilarious, he's a great dramatic actor, okay? Obviously, Ray, Collateral, movies like that. He's this great singer. Guy can do impressions like crazy. Guy's just ultra talented. And I'm like, why? What the fuck? Eek. Anyways, yeah, cheers to him, man. Cheers to him. Yeah, Jamie Foxx. He's a fucking, I mean, you want to talk about a goat, he's a fucking goat. We have some more James Gunn and Chris Pratt shenanigans right here. This time, Chris Pratt's giving him some more Superman Legacy stuff, which I thought was pretty funny.
I'm good. Happy to talk to you guys today.
We want to get you good audio, so we're going to lean back.
Oh, I thought there was a bird flying by.
Yeah, look, a bird. It's a bird. It's a plane. You're not going to say that. It's no.
I'm good.
Please don't. Well, I mean, unless there's a creative way. If there's a new creative way, you could say it's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman. I mean, I say whatever. I think they've already kind of used some creative ways, but I like how Chris Pratt was like, "You're not gonna use that, are you? You're not gonna put it's a bird." And then James Gunn's like, "Oh shit, maybe I'll take that out of the script." He's all, "Yes, I did put that in the script. Maybe I should take that out." Notes. That's pretty funny. Anyways, who wants to buy this for me, huh? I want this Joker action figure right here. You know, if anybody wants to, I'll purchase it for me. It's called a Beast Kingdom 1989 Batman Joker Dynamic 8 action heroes. I want it. Christopher McQuarrie reveals that the first talks he had with Tom Cruise for Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, he said, "I want to drive a motorcycle off a cliff. What do you want to do?" And I said, "I want to wreck a train." Cool. That's what I like. Perfect way to start conversations. Tom Cruise, the psycho that he is like, "I want to drive a motorcycle." I mean, I think that's what Tom Cruise is just living out his daredevil life through his movies, which is great. I'm fucking here for it. Totally, 100%. So his first conversation with Christopher McQuarrie when it came to the new Mission Impossible is, "I want to drive a fucking motorcycle off a fucking cliff." And then Christopher McQuarrie just said, "Let's wreck a train too while we're at it." All right. God, I can't wait for this movie. Part 1 and 2. It's going to be great. New poster for Guardians of the Galaxy 3 right there. Showing Rocket in the stars. That's pretty sweet. Okay, and then here's what a lot of people were talking about. Somebody was talking about this in the chat earlier. And I normally don't really like to talk about videos like this. I really don't, because it's like, you know, these actors, these celebrities, they're people too, and they don't want to be bothered all the time. I mean, obviously it comes with a gig, sure, but yeah, there's a video floating around of Ben Affleck and J-Lo, and Ben is just not having it. He's not having a good day, so here's the video right here. He looks very tired, very frustrated, shaking his head, but he still opens the door for his lady. There's that. But then look how he closes it. Yeah, he gives that little swipe. Uh-oh. And then, yes. Boop. He's just like, I mean, to me, it's just like he's just tired of being filmed. Maybe that's it. Is he frustrated with J-Lo? That's a possibility too. Maybe. Who knows? But this shot right here, I paused it just perfectly because if you look underneath when I posted this, when I quote tweeted this video, Steven actually did a screenshot. Mr. Colbert did a screenshot right there, and it's perfect because you have the stop sign perfectly above his head. That's exactly what he's thinking when it comes to the person filming him right now. It's exactly what he's thinking. Perfect. I didn't even notice that, but yeah, good on Steven for showing like a screenshot of that, and I thought that was pretty damn cool. Like, but yeah, he's just like, stop, fucking stop. You know? To me, it looks like he's just pissed at the. Yeah, exactly. That's what I kind of thought too. But I mean, it could be a little bit aimed towards J-Lo. You never know. We don't know the context, but I think we can kind of assume that it's mainly about the person filming, and probably other people were filming as well. So I'm just gonna assume that it's more towards that. Maybe it's a little bit towards J-Lo too. Who knows? Again, we don't know the context. And if it is towards J-Lo, I don't give a shit. they're a couple. Sometimes couples fight and get frustrated with each other. We don't need to see it. We don't need to see it. But yeah, that face says it all and perfectly aligned with that stop sign right there. Pretty funny. Jamie Lee Curtis. There she is. Haunted Mansion. They released this from Entertainment Weekly. She's the head in the crystal ball. And that's straight out of the ride right there, which is cool. There she is. Of course, there she is again. Designs. Flash. Batwing. Batbike. Oh my God, look at that. The new Batwing, which looks pretty damn awesome. We got different designs right here when it comes to it. And then, of course, we got the Batbike. Ooh, that thing's beefy, man. Totally beefy. Side, front, everything. So that looks pretty cool. And then, of course, why does this need to happen? Speaking of Jamie Lee Curtis, apparently a Freaky Friday sequel's in the works at Disney with Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan expected to reprise roles. Why? First off, it was a remake of a remake, right? Hasn't there been wasn't it like the third remake? Well, technically, if you want to take all the little, parent, kid fucking swapping thing, I mean, it's been remade to death, but why would they want to remake it again? And I'm just kind of going like, really, Lindsay Lohan? I mean, is she gonna, to me, it almost sounds like that could be a struggle. Is she good now? I mean, I know she's been kind of just still off the, I don't know, but I don't know. I don't even know if I saw the new one. I remember seeing the one with Jodie Foster, the original Freaky Friday. I remember watching that in school. I forgot who the mom was, but I remember watching that. I don't think I watched theirs because I didn't care. I didn't care. I like Jamie Lee Curtis, but I don't know. But all right. Now that we spend that much time on the tweets, let's start talking about the topics. Oh boy. So, Jesus Christ. I mean, this is what's cool though. I mean, I will say that when it comes to Batman vs Superman, the discourse for this movie is just never gonna let up. I mean, it's never really let up. I mean, back in 2016 into 17 was pretty intense. If you guys remember those days of trying to defend this movie like crazy. I have a ton of videos about BVS. And, it was just it was that kind of time. And then, of course, when it came to Justice League and all the stuff with the Snyder Cut and everything, and kind of dampen that down a little bit, where we weren't really talking about that too much, but it would get brought up because mainly the main topic when it came to Batman vs Superman, the main discourse was Batman killing, which, of course, everybody was losing their minds about, missing the ultimate, missing the plot, big time, of Batman, missing the fact that, yes, 20 years being Batman has put him down a dark path, and then he's about to kill Superman, and realizing, holy shit, I shouldn't do this. Totally missing the plot right there. So that's the main discourse. That discourse shows up on my timeline every 9 weeks now. It's like Batman killing, even though Michael Keaton's a cold-blooded fucking killer, if you go back and watch all that. Naturally. But now we got new discourse because for some reason we're like I said, we're a week and a half after Full Circle, and now all of a sudden I guess there was just bloggers or whatever that were just going, hey, you know what? There's not a lot of news happening right now, so let's go back to the Snyder stuff, and I'm gonna go and watch all the footage from that. And then I'm going to pick out this one certain thing, and then I'm going to make it an article. And then, of course, other bloggers from other sites decided to do the same thing. And then, of course, the whole discourse was happening on Twitter. And oh, my God. Jesus. So here we go. So mainly what started this off first was the Direct, DCU Direct. They're the ones that put out this article first. Zack Snyder gets honest about Batman vs. Superman's negative reception. That's right. Zack Snyder opens up about Batman vs. Superman's poor reception. What? How many times are you going to say it? And here's the quote right here. So we got the Direct, and this is anyways. All right, so here's the quote right here. Let me start off with the quote. Let me take a little sip right now. Question. Well, this film in particular, you created so many layers for the storytelling in the characters. And I think you have to want to make an effort to dig a little deeper. Which Snyder responds with yes, but I think that probably is what caused the movie to be so polarizing. I think, and maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like people went into the movies going like, oh, this is a superhero romp, right? Let's have fun with it. Snyder then pointed out that he delivered the superhero film that the viewers really need to pay attention to, admitting it was not cool for the audience. And we gave them this sort of hardcore deconstructivist, heavily layered, experimental, modern mythological superhero movie that you really need to pay attention to. That was not cool for them. That's not something anyone wanted to do. They were like, what? No, that's exhausting. How about why do they fight at night? I hate that. So obviously out of context, there's some people that just wanted to take that and, do all. First off, during a Q&A at Zack Snyder's Full Circle charity event, this was not during the Q&A for BVS. This was during Rebecca Johnson's time with Zack doing the commentary. They didn't even source her. What the fuck is up with that? First off, what? Why didn't you source her? I don't see anything right here. Sourcing. And other websites, same thing. They didn't source the video. They didn't do anything like that. Well, let's go to the video, shall we? Oh, that's not it. Hold on. Is that it? No. That's not it. Oh, what the hell did my thing do here? My freaking... Here we go. Wrong one. That was her... That was something else right there. Sorry, that I was looking at. But here's the video right here of them actually talking about it. So let's get the full quotes right here.
I mean, I guess that's the thing you ask them, like, hey, did you understand this part of the movie? Or you were just mad that it was at night?
Right.
Like, I don't know, like, what?
Yeah. Well, this film in particular, you created so many layers for the storytelling and the characters, and I think you have to want to make an effort to dig a little deeper.
Yes, and I think that probably is what, caused them.
Hold on, Jesus Christ, sorry. It's not even a question. She was just pointing out that there's so many layers. That's what's funny. It wasn't even actually a question. But they put a Q in front of the, okay.
Movie to be so polarizing was that I think, and maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like a lot of guys or a lot of people went into the movie sort of going like, oh, it's a superhero romp.
Right.
Let's have fun with it.
Right.
And we gave them like this sort of hardcore deconstructivist, like heavily layered, like experiential, like superhero, modern mythological superhero movie that needs you really to pay attention to it, and that was not cool. That's not a thing anyone wanted to do.
You have to think about philosophy and theology. And
and they were like, what? No, it's exhausting. How about, why do they fight at night?
It's a joke.
I hate that. But, all right, listen. Well,
so there you go. There you go right there. So there's a full quote. This is where it's from because they didn't bother to want to, show exactly where it's from. It wasn't a Q&A. It wasn't even a question. She just brought up the fact that there's so many layers because Rebecca, she was on the Baka stream last Friday. If you watch this whole thing, which I recommend you do, watch this whole thing, watch the whole commentary. She does a great, fantastic job. Watch her video that she had when it came to a one-on-one with Zack. Also watch that as well, Supergirl Radio. She really knows, she loves this movie and just picked it up, picked the critic stuff apart and everything like that. I was talking with her today about it because all this was circulating, and the fact that they didn't give her, they didn't put the source right there and didn't even mention her name or anything like that. And then she even said that, she has notes and just all kinds of things. She even said that, even when it came to the critics, when it came to Batman vs Superman, even critics there was 14. There was 34 reviews that she looked at right at first, and 14 of them, of course, brought up Marvel as a comparison, which is what we do. I mean, I get it. Critics are going to compare DC and Marvel. They're always going to do that. I hate that. I really hate that. But she did mention that. Wow, that's a lot. That's almost half, like what she, the chunk of the half of what she took, and just like was like, wow, 14 of them were like, of course, comparing to Marvel, which is like always like, man, geez, we really have to do that. But yeah, it was just kind of funny just to like see all that. And then of course I was seeing like the discourse happening, the back and forth online and everything. And it's just kind of funny how like, wow, people still get so angry. And of course they're saying like, oh, he sounds arrogant. He just didn't execute it correctly. And it's just like, no, he executed exactly the way that he wanted it to be executed. Okay. You were expecting this. He made this. So it wasn't for you. That's all. It wasn't for you, but a lot of people dug it, especially the Ultimate Cut. When the Ultimate Edition came out, a lot of people even like flip-flop because that extra half an hour did wonders for. I still remember, I'm sure. I still remember like people just totally flip-flopping. Like they didn't like the theatrical, but then all of a sudden they watched the Ultimate Cut and they like went, oh wait, this actually makes a lot more sense. So, but I'm just saying like. So you expected this, you got that, and I even had conversations with people when it came out. People did not like it. I had coworkers, everybody, people that saw it. They were like, "No, I thought that was boring." They kept saying it was boring. It was boring. It was boring. And it's kind of funny because now people are, now people who like BVS are saying that about the Batman, which, again, you gotta love fandom, right? Fandom is just weird, weird like that. Oh, now you're saying something else is boring. Okay, anyways. But, yeah, it's just kind of, he does bring up a great point. But there were so many people that just like, that there's people that I was seeing online having like, back and forth that are just basically just saying like, oh, no, why, maybe we just, we didn't think it was like that. It's like, okay, you were not expecting the movie that he was giving you. Okay, that's fine. It wasn't for you. Move on. It wasn't for you, it's fine. We got another Batman out there, and we're getting yet another Batman out there. Maybe that kind of Batman will be there for you, and we're getting a new Superman. That could be for you too. Perfectly fine, right? But, a lot of us do appreciate, I always say when it comes to Zack Snyder's Justice League trilogy, I think it very much plays out like George Lucas's original Star Wars trilogy. I really do. It's like, you got Man of Steel, you got BVS. Man of Steel is like the New Hope. BVS is like Empire, and then Justice is like Return of the Jedi for me. To be honest, that's the way I always looked at the trilogy right there. It's kind of like in the sense of George Lucas's original Star Wars trilogy. And I always would say that it's like and that's why it's my favorite. That's why BVS, when it comes to the trilogy, BVS is my ultimate favorite. And then of course it's up there like in my top 3 when it comes to all-time comic book movies. BVS is right up there. It's my favorite Zack Snyder film too. So, but yeah, it's just kind of funny how this got all reignited again. Like, just like, what the hell? Now all of a sudden people are going back and forth. I saw like some people got dogpiled on, when it came to Twitter. I think Phil got dogpiled on when it came to talking about BVS. A lot of people, there's just a lot of back and forth, and it's just kind of funny. It's like, you know what? It's there. It's been there for 7 years. If you don't like it, then don't watch it. It's not for you. But then at the same time, there were people that didn't understand what Snyder was trying to do when it came to Superman. But then when they saw Justice League and how Superman was in Justice League, they went, oh, okay. That's what he was trying to do. He was trying to get him to this point. Yes. That's what we were trying to tell you. That's where he was trying to get him to that point. Yes, that's the Superman that you wanted, right? Yeah, we had to run him. You had to run him through the ringer a little bit first. You had to challenge Superman. He even says it during this commentary too, where it's like, hey, you can't, and even just like deconstructing these characters, you got to figure out their relevance. That's what he says. Figure out their relevance in this modern world. You got a 20-year Batman and a somewhat fresh-faced Superman. The relevance in the world. That's what it emphasizes. That's what I really love about BVS, is that it emphasizes that notion right there, and just to show the relevance of these two characters in this world. Especially, like I said, you got Batman who's going off a bad path. He's human, and then all of a sudden we got these gods and these unbelievable metahumans now all over the place, and he's just still a dude out of his prime, kinda. I mean, I don't know if he's fully out of his prime. He's still a badass at like 40, whatever the fuck. But still, it's like, and I think that's what he was showing us right there, and that's pretty cool. So, PTSD, yes, that too. So, just a lot of things. But yeah, it's just kind of funny. Like, wow, the Discourse back, and just seeing some of the stuff that was happening online. I was like, good God. We're still going to be talking. I mean, like I said, this movie's going to be studied. This and the Snyder Cut, and then I think Man of Steel, you might as well, because the whole trilogy should be studied in film schools. Studied in film schools. That's what I say. That's what I say. Now we got this one. Oh, man. Little Mermaid, yay! Who's excited? Anybody excited for Little Mermaid? Anybody out there, huh? Are we excited? I know some people probably aren't. I'm not. But we do have internet reactions because the premiere happened, like, I think Tuesday. Was it Tuesday or Monday? I don't know. I can't remember. Like I said, I'm not really paying attention to it. But I did run some polls again because I love polls. Yeah, that's right. Clip that one out. I love polls. You know, P-O-L-L. Come on, guys. Don't be so gross. Let me find it here. Scrolling. Come on. I know it's coming there. Jeez, I posted it very early today. There it is. Okay. So I posted, all right, and then let me do this. Let me find the YouTube one. All right, here we go. Okay. So, let's go ahead and check out these polls. Okay, so first off, Twitter. I asked, are you excited for Little Mermaid? We have almost 300 votes right here. And 10.1% said yes. 43.2% said no. And then the rest, I'll catch it on streaming, 23%. And then not watching it, 23.6%. So that's how people are feeling on Twitter right there. So when it comes to YouTube, same thing almost. I mean, pretty much. 9% said yes. 51% said no. 15% I'll catch it on streaming. 25% said not watching it. So that's what pretty much people are saying when it comes to at least the polls from what I put out there. There's 13 comments right here. I'm sure they are just great and full of whatever the hell. Nah, yeah, a lot of people not really. Well, some people are saying yes. It wasn't until Grace reviewed it. Not a fan of the race swapping. Okay, some people are still not a fan of that. I personally don't give a shit. I just am not just a fan of the whole live-action Disney World. And now we have some internet reactions, which, of course, you know, we always have to be like, okay, they just saw the premiere. They're going to say it on the internet. Usually it's always relatively positive right here. Little Mermaid is a tribute to all little girls to dream big. Holly Bailey, Sheer Magic, and David, what? Almost looks like my name. Diggs, a delight as Sebastian. Daniel, The Little Mermaid may have murky visuals. Okay, so at least he pointed that out. A lot of people have been pointing out how ugly the movie looks. I mean, but I guess it kind of makes sense. I mean, underwater, it wouldn't look all like, you know, bright and whatever. May have murky visuals, but the above-ground romance works swimmingly. He said swimmingly. Anyways, great chemistry sells the love story, and the songs we know and love are still magical. Are they? Like the other live-action remakes, this doesn't touch the classic, but it's enough to stay afloat. Wow, just full of the freaking water puns, aren't you there, Daniel? Or is it Daniel? Was that also a guy named Daniel? Yeah, it was two Daniels right here. Little Mermaid is fantastic. He said fantastic. Good God. Reimagining of classic tale that overflows with style, creativity, and color. Holly Berry, I always want to say Holly Berry. Holly Bailey sings and splashes into our hearts with a wondrous voice and performance as Ariel. And then, of course, David Diggs is hilarious. One of Disney's best live actions. Okay. And let's move on to Eric Davis. Disney's The Little Mermaid is definitely one of the better live-action adaptations. Yeah. Holly Bailey, God, it's hard to say her name, pours incredible emotion into Ariel, and I got chills watching her, while Melissa McCarthy's Ursula and David's Diggs' Sebastian steal scenes all day. All right. I will note that Eric Davis had like multiple tweets when it came to The Flash. Okay, and he used the word love. I don't mean to bring in The Flash on this. I'm just saying, because people were using Eric Davis's like, Wonder Woman 84 reaction to The Flash reaction. Anyways, sorry. Nemiroff. Holly Bailey is the Little Mermaid. She is the Little Mermaid. An angelic voice, the longing in her eyes, the chemistry with Jonah King. She's flawless. The movie overall isn't. Ooh, he said the movie overall isn't, but there's more than enough charm, heart, and adventure. They're to power it forward. Melissa McCarthy is deliciously awesome. Whatever the hell. I don't think he meant to say that she's delicious. The Little Mermaid. This is from Felicia. The Little Mermaid makes it pretty close to being the best live-action Disney movie. However, it still struggles in the villain department. Halle Berry is Ariel, and I had literal chills throughout her performance. This is a Little Mermaid retelling like you've never seen before. That's pretty. We don't need to go through all. Oh my God, Frosty! How many tweets? Oh my God, it's the greatest movie ever. Oh my God! Shut up. Sorry, that guy bugs me. He does. What could I say? It's the tequila talking. That's what it is. I'm a little more fun, a little more feisty when it comes to drinking while doing these shows. Anyway, so what I'm gathering is, I'm one of those, when it comes to Disney live action, I'm one of those that I think Dumbo is the best one I've seen. I haven't seen them all. But I say Dumbo is the best one because to me, that felt like a Tim Burton movie, great cast, and not to mention they had to take a Dumbo movie, which was like, not even like 30 minutes long, and they had to extend it into a full-length movie. I thought they did a great job, and I felt for that little cute, adorable, goddamn CGI elephant with the big fucking ears. I really felt for that little guy. And it felt like a Tim Burton movie. None of these other movies, even Aladdin's Guy Ritchie, it's like sometimes it felt like a Guy Ritchie movie, but it just felt like a movie that was just made by Disney, a production by a committee or whatever the hell they call that. But Dumbo, which flopped, which is sad. Dumbo, which flopped, felt like the most unique one, at least when it comes to the ones I've seen, and it felt like a Tim Burton movie. So, yeah, that's just me though. I know. But like I told you guys, I was not a Disney movie kid when it came to these cartoons, so I'm not a live action Disney adult. Speaking of Tim Burton, Beetlejuice, don't say it. Beetlejuice. It's fine. Okay. Nothing happened, but we got some, apparently Beetlejuice 2 is just all ready to go. We've been wondering about this movie. I really just kind of going like, really? We're going to have this movie like 36 years. 36 years later? Hey, but apparently everybody's freaking coming back. Everybody's coming back. So here we go right here. Here's like things that were, that were showed up yesterday right here. Beetlejuice 2 with Jenna Ortega and Michael Keaton is coming in September 2024, September 6th. And apparently that's the same date that they slated for the new Blade movie. But apparently the Blade movie, of course, is being delayed yet again. So I don't think the new Blade movie is going to be coming out during this time. But yes, it's basically saying that, yes, Jenna Ortega is going to play Lydia's daughter, but Winona Ryder, of course, is going to be returning as well. Of course, why would you not include her unless she turned it down and didn't want to do it? I guess it's pretty perfect casting. If you think about it, she looks, obviously, she looks like she would be the daughter of Lydia. Come on. It's almost getting typecasting at this point, but whatever. But, they're saying that, now we're saying that Willem Dafoe has been cast also in Beetlejuice 2. What? Who is he playing? Who knows? But, yeah. Interesting. I mean, it kind of makes you wonder, though, is Gina Davis, Alec Baldwin, they going to be... I don't know how they could actually do that, though, because it's like, okay, once you're dead, don't you just look the same? They probably can't really do much when it comes to that. I don't know. Here's a cool little poster right here somebody made for Beetlejuice 2. I think that's pretty sweet. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the details right there. That's what they're saying. That is what they're saying. But a lot of people have been giving grief to Jenna Ortega, though. I don't know exactly why. I just saw, like, she was trending, didn't really check it out, but I know there was, like, something that some people were not liking and they were trying to cancel her for, whatever. And then, of course, there was that whole thing about her not really liking the dialogue that was happening in the Wednesday show, so she refused to do some of the dialogue. There's some stuff right there. I don't know. So there's some people that have grown, you know, there's some hate that is out there for Jenna Ortega, but I don't have any hate for her. It's whatever for me. I thought she was great in Wednesday. I didn't see the last Scream movie. I think she'll be great in this movie. Hey, looking forward to it. I love the original. It's a classic, obviously. So we'll see what happens with it. And then finally, I have to. Let me find my drop when it comes to. Oh well, I guess I could do this one. That's right. Good old Disney. That's right. Good old Disney. Good old Disney. But, you know, yeah, pulling out all the drops that I can right there. But Disney, oh my God. Not only did Disney Plus lose 4 million subscribers in the past quarter. In quarter, I guess, 2, whatever we're at right now. Yeah, quarter 2. 4 million. And then, you know, it's just like, all right, things are just, layoffs are happening, all kinds of stuff's happening. It's all pretty crazy. But yes, there was like 4 million, and it's not been trending up. It's been trending down. We knew this was going to happen though, because people are just losing interest in all this stuff. They have too much. They have almost like a monopoly over a lot of the industry. What is it, like 38% of cinema or whatever the hell, or that they own, Lucasfilm, Marvel, all this stuff. But then, of course, we have this right here reported by Deadline. Disney pulling some content off streaming in strategic rethink. Oh, boy. Yeah, things are just not looking too good. Disney will be yanking content from streaming as it rethinks its cost and strategy and is looking at content impairment charge of $1.5 billion to $1.8 billion as it does. We are in the process of reviewing the content on our DTC services to align with the strategic changes in our approach to content curation, said CFO Christine McCarthy on the company's post-earnings call. As a result, we will be removing certain content from our streaming platforms and currently expect to take an impairment charge of approximately $1.5 to $1.8 billion. The charge will not be recorded in our segment results, will primarily be recognized in the third quarter as we complete our review and remove the content. So they're removing content. And of course, they canceled Willow, National Treasure. They're just basically saying all that. But, I mean, the pandemic really screwed a lot of this stuff up. I mean, I keep on saying that, but, I mean, it shoved the whole streaming wars, or not shoved, but it yanked it because it was going to happen. We were all preparing for the streaming wars. But the pandemic happened, so then the streaming wars got just pulled into present day. And all these companies just were throwing money at all kinds of stuff. I think Amazon, even Amazon, but Amazon has Amazon. Amazon Prime has Amazon backing that up. I mean, it helps that another part of that company is helped by the company of Amazon. But even at the same time, they were spending way too much money from what I heard. Every one of these companies spending way too much money. We're just seeing cutbacks, layoffs, all kinds of things. It's kind of a shit show. But I mean, Disney's struggling. They were the top dog. Just like Netflix was the top dog when it came to streaming at one point. Now it's just like, you know, that's where I'm like, okay, WBD, HBO Max, or just Max. Time for you to get nudged up right there. So, but there you go. removing content. They lost 4 million subscribers. They'll still be okay. They're still making a bunch of fucking money, but, you know, it's just kind of funny just to see, like, Disney has just really been struggling lately. Poor them. Poor Mickey. All right. Put that. Okay, we're good. All right, guys, let's go to questions. I forgot to post this on YouTube, so no YouTube questions this time. I think there's a lot of response to the poll, so I don't really need to do that. All right, let's scroll down and make sure that there's not some BS right here. It's going to get me in trouble. I think it's all good when it comes to questions on Twitter. And then, of course, like I said, guys, if you want to become a member and pick my brain a little bit more, we'll be doing a members only stream right after this. So see you guys there, of course. I'm just sipping this. I'm nursing the shit out of this. I'm not a tequila guy. All right, we got Miss Saggy Melons. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? See how fast I did that? You're welcome. You're welcome. There you go. Is that Fear Jason make that? That's how I'd look as a bald guy? That's pretty sweet. I like that. That's funny. That's what we were like there. Brad Curran. Isn't it crazy much cul-de-sac power BVS still has after 7 years? Also, with Zack not wanting to spoil anything with Robin's death, was thinking it was weird compared to him revealing Darkseid killing Lois in the nightmare. So maybe that might be indicative of something. Yeah, I'm hoping for a book. That just seems like what could possibly happen is maybe there will be like some kind of graphic novel continuing some kind of stories, and maybe that's what's in the works, or there's some kind of short live action maybe. That would be sweet. What if he shot a short with Jared Leto and, his son being Robin? I don't know. There could be all kinds of possibilities. Eric, Blake, hey Dave, Scooper BS aside, what do you think about this casting idea? Personally, I think he's more suited than Pratt, but how's the chin, you think? And aside, who could you see Bradley playing? Fuck, he's not going to play Batman, my God. Jesus Christ. Fandom Wire is just bullshit after bullshit after freaking bullshit. My God. They post just nothing but BS. Rumored to play an older Batman. It's not going to be Brad. Why would Bradley Cooper, who makes films? I think he could show up in the DCU, but it's not going to be a predominant role because the dude is creating. He wants to create. Do you think he wants to have to be able to, get in a costume like every other year and be stuck to a character and want to do Batman? I don't think so. I think he would gladly play a small role or do something small. He had a fucking cameo in Dungeons and Dragons. He voiced Rocket, which is pretty easy to do. You just got to go into a sound booth for, a few days, get your check and go. I don't see Bradley Cooper actually wanting to actually take on one of these big roles, especially Batman. I mean, again, Batman is just that. I mean, that's hard. That's hard right there. So, I don't know. I just don't see it. I remember he was down for Green Lantern at one point, but I don't know if he'd actually want to do that now. To me, I'm like, nah. Bradley. I almost said Bradley Pooper. That's a pretty funny name, to be honest. Bradley Cooper will probably take his small role. I think he would end up being a small role when it comes to this. Jalen Carter. It's 2055. Zack Snyder says he was robbed of making BVS the next Citizen Kane. So that's a guy trying to troll, I guess. I don't know. I love how he spelled it Zack Snyder. Sidner. Very creative there, Jalen. You're an awesome guy. Hope you're proud of yourself after you sent that tweet. Mr. Nobody, hey Dave, would you rather have future comic book films and TV shows have extreme creative choices or be more comic accurate? Feels like it's very difficult to juggle both, but not impossible, just unrealistic to expect a 50-50 option. Personally, I just want compelling stories. I'm with you. I want compelling stories too. I like the popcorn. I like the more chances something takes. And, I'm not all about, like, it's not the source, man. It's not the source. Mr. Wooter, Dave, which Flash trailer you like the most? 1 or 2? For me, I think I like the second trailer more. What's your top 5 comic book movies of all time? You guys can't ask me that on the spot. That's something that I would have to require sitting down and thinking about. When it comes to the trailer, I think I like the second one maybe a little bit more. I think the second one I did like a little bit more. Darkness Under the Wind, which, Dave, with Transformers, ROTB, whatever the hell it is, and The Flash coming out next month, which do you think will do better at the box office? I think The Flash is going to do better than Transformers. Josh, how would you feel if WBD decided to fund a theatrical release of Ayer Cut in order to fill the DC movie gap in 2024, first before a possible Zack Snyder Justice League in IMAX, since Suicide Squad takes place before? Wouldn't that be sweet? It's a good idea. I mean, I don't think they'll do it because they're not, because of money and all that stuff. I should have asked Ben about his cut Batman footage on day 3. Right? That could have been cool. And then we got Bob Hope right here. They canceled Fantasy Island. Time to celebrate. Oh, okay. Didn't realize that was. Was there like a new remake show, a reboot show of Fantasy Island? I don't know. The plane, boss, the plane. Right? That's that one, right? Am I gonna get canceled for doing that? Probably. But yeah, pretty crazy. Oh man. Pretty crazy that we're still talking about BVS and all that. But what can you do? It's just the way it is. Just the way it is. Still talking about BVS. Everybody's still arguing about hashtags and all that stuff. And, like I said, the only hashtag I'm really backing up when it comes to Snyderverse is ZL and ZL, or what is it? ZSJL in IMAX. Or release the Snyder Cut in IMAX. You could use that too. It's just longer. That's the one I'm backing up because it's the most plausible, to be honest. I know there's other people that are arguing about all this stuff. I try to stay out of it as much as possible. But that whole campaign is imploding like I talked about on Monday. Kind of sad. I mean, it's not like we didn't see it coming. If you see the individuals that were heading that thing, you kind of go, okay, yeah, makes sense why it's not working. It's like, whatever, but power to them. And if anybody still wants to use whatever hashtag you want to, okay, whatever hashtag you want to do, it's fine. But like I said, when it comes to hashtags, I will gladly. And it's hashtag ZSJL and IMAX is trending right now. It's on my trending list right now, the entertainment trending, so that's good. So at least it keeps on doing that. But it would be pretty sweet if more people could witness Zack Snyder's Justice League in IMAX. I know Zack wants everyone, he would love all his fans to see that movie the way it was meant to be seen, He definitely would want that for people. So hopefully more things can happen in the future. We'll see. But right now it's just, can we get it to 100K? Deus, we could try. I mean, I'm not really big on those the events and planning events and campaigning for events. I'm not really but if there's a campaign that I think, okay, that's cool, I'll gladly do it. But sometimes people make campaigns and I'm like, all right, I don't think that's anything. So, but hey, I'm sure there'll be people that will probably want to do that. Will want to campaign to try to get more screenings on there. I know Fathom events could be a way to go, or just a full-on charity events. I know there's just, hopefully there's ways. I mean, it might be a little too late, sadly, but yeah, that's just the one thing I'll definitely get behind when it comes to these hashtags or campaigns, They're just realistic, unlike that other one. Other one, not so realistic. Impossible. But again, what do you expect when you just kind of go like, yeah, I don't know. It's just those guys. Power to them, though. Good luck with the rest of, I don't know what they were planning on achieving, but hey, Rock on. I don't know what you would say. All right, guys. That's all we got for today's show. Make sure you hit that like, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm doing this stuff. If you want to become a member and pick my brain a little bit after this, we'll be doing this. We'll be doing a members only stream. So please partake if you'd like to do that. Talk a little bit more. So members, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Everybody else, I'll see you guys on Friday. Got a guest and possibly a new time. A new time for the Vodka stream. Uh-oh. A little earlier? Yeah. So looks like that's going to be happening. So, but yeah, got a cool guest. Hopefully, I mean, we pretty much worked it out, but it should be a nice little conversation. But yeah, so I'll see you guys on Friday. But members, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Look for the link in your YouTube feed. All right, guys, love ya. Talk to you later.